Hi everyone, I'm trying to just a slightly different position today. So we'll see how that feels. So we're going to start our warming phase on the ground today. So let's come and sit and find yourself a comfortable place in your house or in your garden. Feel free to lay down if you want to. Otherwise, finding a position where you can sit nice and tall. So legs could be long, you could use a block, whatever feels good for you. We'll just do a little bit of movement today in the shoulders. So we'll pick the shoulders up and drop them down. And if you're laying down, you could do that too. We'll pick them up and we'll drop them. And then let's just turn the head side to side to release the neck. Coming now and squeezing the bottom, squeezing the thighs, letting those go. We'll do that again too. So a big squeeze and tighten, let it go. And then one more big squeeze and let it go. Now coming to the hands and the feet, stretching the toes and the hands wide, let them relax. Again, stretch and relax. And one more, stretch and relax. Then if you're seated, see if you can grow a little bit taller. If you're laying down, make any adjustments you need to make to be more comfortable. Close your eyes. And just come and bring your focus to your breath. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Just the gentle rhythm of the breath coming in and coming out. In and out of the nose. Really gentle. Wriggling toes now, wriggling fingers. Moving the body just a little bit. If you're laying down, bring your knees into your chest. And if you're seated, you could do the same here. You could just hug into your knees. And then when you're ready, open and close your eyes a few times until you feel ready to keep them open. And let's come to all fours to start our warming sequence today. So check hands are under shoulders and check knees are under hips. And let's come into a cat and a cow. So we round through the back and then we arch the spine. So we want to tuck the chin here and then lift the chin here. So we exhale and we inhale. Let's do two more. And then come back to neutral, widen your knees a little bit. I want you to breathe in and lift your front arm. So you turn to me and then just exhale, place the hand back down. Let's come again, breathe in, turn to me. Exhale, hand back down. So let's do that the other way. Breathe in, turn to the back. Breathe out, hand down. Breathe in, turn to the back. Breathe out, hand down. Step your front leg forward so you come to all fours. And then here I want you to kneel up, cross your arms here across your chest. I'm going to move the spine again here. So we're going to exhale and round through the back. Inhale and arch. exhaling round, inhale and arch. And I'm pushing my hip forward at the back here to get a lovely bit of length in my hip. Exhale, inhale, and then bring the hands forward. I'm going to come again with that breath and that arm. So you inhale, turn to me, exhale, bring the hand back. Inhale, turn to me, exhale, bring the hand back. And let's do one more here. See if you can turn a bit further, hand comes back. And then just bring a little bit of length into that front leg. Rocking forward and back just a couple of times. And then when you're ready, let's change sides. So we come to all fours, we step the other leg forward. We're coming high, hands are crossing the chest. So we're going to exhale and round, inhale and lift. Exhale, tucking chin, inhale, lifting. Let's do one more. Exhale, inhale, and then bring the hand down, double up the mat if you need to. Let's breathe in, turn away, breathe out, settle the hand. Breathe in, turn away, breathe out. And let's do one more. Breathe in and breathe out. Lengthening through the leg, we pull back, we rock forward. Let's do one more. Pull back and rock forward. So coming to all fours, pushing up and back now to downward dog. Let's walk through the feet. And you can also get a little bit of a press through the shoulder, if that feels good. And then let's hold one side. So let's press the heel down, hold a little bit of a stretch there. And then change and hold. Walk through them again, so speed them up. And again, see if you can get a bit more of a press through the shoulder. If that doesn't come naturally, don't worry about that. And then hold, push back through the hands and change, hold again. Push back through the hands. Let's come down to the knees, let's widen the knees and let's push back to child's pose and just rest here for a moment. Coming and sitting. Bringing the soles of the feet together. I don't want to hold a stretch just yet, so I want you to lift knees and open knees. I'm not putting any pressure on my arms against the legs. I'm just lifting and dropping. So you can feel a bit of a stretch as the legs drop. You could even just come forward and then come back up as the knees come in. And let's do two more. One more. And then we can just hold this one for a couple of seconds here. So let's come up to the feet now. Let's come up to feet hip distance. And let's just roll up through the spine. Let's stay at the top here and take a side bend. So one arm drops and we side bend over and then changing. Now as you get into this, if you wanted to, you could have it go being lifted. So you're here, off the heels, on the balls of the feet. One more each side. And rest. Okay, so we're going to start in intense pose. I'm going to show you the first one this way, but then eventually I will be turned. So we're going to bring feet together. You could have feet hip distance if this doesn't feel good. So we come to Utkatasana chair pose. So we lift the arms and we sit back and down. Now you want to tuck your tailbone under. We're staying for 3 breaths if you can here. Shoulders drop, arms lengthen. Now we're not getting out of it just yet. I want you to bring your hands to prayer position and I want you to see if you can lift your heels. There's your first aim. Then if you've got anywhere further to go, come a bit lower. Stay. Squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze your heels together. Keep those hips low. One more breath. Now put your heels down, take a big breath, lift your arms, and if you're not at one end of your mat, come there now. So take a big step back with the leg closest to me. Bring the hands back to prayer position and come to warrior one. So you've got that back foot pressing out into the ground. You've got your front leg bent. Square the chest to the front and bend the front leg. Breathe in and out through the nose. From here, I want you to lift that back heel, sweep the arms up to a standing lunge, and I want you to come low if you can. So we're holding each asana for about 3 breaths today. Now, you could stay here and just shift the weight forward, or if you can, you're going to lift the back leg and you're going to send your arms to the back. So don't worry if you need to tap down, but if you can, you leave that back leg off. And then the hip that's closest to me, you drop it. So we did some work on this from the ground up in the last routine. So this should hopefully feel a bit easier. From there, we step in. Step back with the other leg, set up warrior one again. So hands come to prayer position. We refine the breath. We press both feet into the ground. Back heel lifts, arms sweep up. We find our standing lunge. See if you can really straighten that back leg. We hold, lengthen the arms, we drop the shoulders. From here, we shuffle forward. Back leg lifts, we sweep the arms back. And then we drop the hip up furthest away from me. We hold, we hold. Step in. Whew. So we're returning to our intense pose, but this time it's got a bit of a flow. So we're going to inhale, lift the arms and sit back here. Heels together, knees together. Inhale, exhale. Bring hands to prayer now. See if you can lift your heels. Breathe in, breathe out. Stay with the bent legs, heels down, arms sweep up. Inhale, exhale. Hands come back to prayer. Lift the heels. Can you come lower? Inhale, exhale. We're doing one more. Heels down, arms lift. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands come back. Heels lift. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, can you stay with the legs bent and step the leg back closest to me so we haven't come out of that knee bend? We repeat our sequence. Now, our aim here is to go deeper in it. So square the hips. Feel the work more now in the thigh. Inhale, back heel lifts, arms lift, come lower. So your heart should be beating a bit faster after that work at the front. I can feel mine. Bring the weight forward, sweep the arms back, lift that back leg. Now, can you dive further down this time so the hips might not level? Can you lift that leg really high and dive down? Just checking you can see me. Step in, keep the legs bent, change legs. Warrior one again. So this bit now feels a bit like a recovery. Inhale, back heel lifts, arms sweep up. Find your standing lunge. Shift forward, find your warrior three. Arms go back. See if you can tip further forward. And see if you can lift that leg really high. And step down. So come and give those legs a shake. And come back and face front. So we're going to stay with a bit of work on the heels. We're going to come to diver's pose. So let's rise up onto the balls of the feet. And see if from here you can tip forward. So tipping from the hip, we're keeping the legs really long, the spine long too. And then if you can keep your balance, bring your hands back to prayer position. Keep the chest lifted. Come a little bit further if you can, a little bit further. And then heels down and soften down into forward fold. Take your legs wide. And just have a moment here, letting your back soften. And you might just feel that you want to give the hips a little bit of a shake. I'm going to take you into that again and really work on lifting the chest. So let's walk the feet back in. Let's roll up. Heels lift again. I'll show you from the side this time, perhaps. So heels lift, we tip forward, really long spine, then we see if we can bring the hands here, but we don't lose it, we keep the lift, keep lifting your chest, use your thumbs to put your chest away from you, then come even further if you can. And then relax down. Come and bring your legs wide again. And just do what you need to do. Shake your legs, shake your arms, whatever feels good. Bring one leg behind you and come and take a seat. So we're going to come to a 90-90 position here. So I don't know how well you can see my front leg actually. So So what I want you to do is make 2 right angles in your front and your back leg. So you've got one leg behind you, making a right angle there, and one leg in front of you making a right angle there. Now really try to get those right angles, because if you don't, it won't do you any harm, but you won't feel the stretch exactly where I want it. So you're going to shift your weight now into the center. This knee might rise a little bit, and you're going to see if you can come forward just a little bit, not all the way. So just hold your stretch there. I want the stretch to be right in the middle of the bottom cheek. Okay, so if it isn't, just check you've got that 90-90. And then hopefully what you'll feel happen is you'll just feel it give a little bit, and you'll be able to come further forward. And you can lay yourself right down if you want. I just feel like I need to keep looking at you, even though you're not there. But you could come right down here if you wanted to. And then breathe in and lift. And let's spin the legs round again. Okay, so you've got your 2 90-90. Now I'm a lot tighter on this side. So you'll see I kind of feel stuck this way. And in order to lift myself up, my knee lifts. But that's what I want. If that knee lifts, that's because you need the stretch. So you find your place more in the center. You check those legs are exactly where they need to be really fussy about that. And then you come forward just a touch so you can feel the stretch in the bottom. So move the knee across a bit if you can. That got it for me now. You need that knee in front of your hip. Hold, don't come all the way down. What you want is that muscle in your bottom just to kind of let go, and you'll feel yourself suddenly come further. Thomas is talking to himself upstairs. Sorry if you hear a voice now and then. Yeah, so hopefully you can really feel that release there. Whew. That felt good to me. So come and sit with legs long. Please use a cushion or a block if you want one. And then the leg that's closest to me, draw that leg in. Now you might be able to tuck it right in further than me. If that doesn't feel good for any reason on the knee, you can just take the leg there or take the leg out to the side. Okay, but the stretch is going to be in the back of this leg. I'm going to repeat a pattern we did in the warm-up. So first of all, let's move the tailbone back a little bit, and let's just bring ourselves over that front leg, and the front leg could be bent too. I don't mind if the foot's flexed or relaxed, whatever feels best. So you find the stretch in that leg. Now when I invite you to do the twist, I want you to see if you can still stay over the leg. So we're not lifting into the twist, we're staying here. So we did it in the warm-up in different places, different positions. So you're going to breathe in, turn to me, you can look to the hand if you want to, but you stay over. And then you breathe out, and maybe you've gone a little bit further. So we come again, we breathe in, turn to me, breathe out, and come over. One more time, breathe in, stretch further back, arm doesn't have to be high, and then breathe out and lower, and just stay here for a moment. And then roll yourself up. This leg that's bent, come to the foot, hands behind you. Now you can either just push through your chest here to get a bit of a counter pose, or if you feel you've got the strength today, you can push up. You want to push your hips really high. You can let your head drop if that feels good, or you can keep it held with me. Keep breathing, keep pushing up. And then come back, and we'll do it the other side. So let's bend the leg furthest away from me. square the hips, move the bottom back, and then come and relax over the leg. So find the breath. Let's breathe in and turn, and breathe out and come back. Remember, you're staying low as you turn. Inhale again and turn. Exhale, come lower. One more, breathe in and turn. Breathe out and lower and stay. And then rolling yourself up, come to the foot, bring the hands behind you. Find your place here, whether you either want to lift the chest or push up. And come back down. So we're going to take this a little bit further. We're going to bend the legs and we're going to push up. And then we're going to see if we can lift one arm. It's not as hard as it looks. So you'll push yourself up with your bent legs. That might be enough for you. Otherwise, you'll see if you can lift one arm and you'll see that I start to turn to you. So I want these hips up. You don't have to stay up there for as long as I am. You can watch me for a bit, have a go for a little bit, come back down. If you can, the shoulders right above the wrist, and you reach and push. Ease yourself back down. Well done. Bring the backs of the hand together. So let me show you that here. So you've got your knuckles together. See if you can bring your wrists together too. So you get a lovely stretch in the front there. I'm going to turn this way so I'm looking at you again when we come on this side. So let's push ourselves up. I've got my hands turned out, by the way. I think it's slightly easier than having them forward. And now you're going to lift the other arm and have a go there. So pushing hips up, reaching, breathing. Smiling. One more breath. And then come down. Okay, well done. So let's take that stretch again. And you can either stay with that one or you can have a go at this one with me. You bring your arms by your sides. You've got your knuckles on the ground and you bring your weight forward. You press, I guess you're pressing the wrist there into the ground. And you should get a stretch up here. If it doesn't work sitting here, you could try it kneeling or in child's pose. I really like it, but not everyone can always feel it. And then give your arms a little bit of a shake. So let's just take a gentle twist to finish off. Let's bring the right leg over the left and let's turn to the right, just so the spine has a twist after some of that work we did. And then change legs. So time's gone really quick for me. I'd like to give you a bit longer, but I just don't want to risk getting an interruption. So I think I should stick with my usual time. Stop while the going is good. So if you feel you need to do a little bit more of a twist, come and lay down and take the knees one side and the other side. Or you can stay seated with me for the final few moments of the class. So yeah, if you're laying down, feel free to keep moving. If you're seated, you might want to do a side bend. You might want to come forward. Just any movement patterns that feel good for you. Just to finish. So we can just be still for a couple of minutes. So when you're ready, bring hands to knees, or if you're laying down, just find a position you can be really comfortable in. And notice really how different the body feels. So the hips and the legs hopefully feel a lot more open. Like maybe you can feel, if you're seated, that the seat bones are more firmly into the ground. The knees are maybe a little lower. Spine is taller. Neck more relaxed. And let's come back to our breath again, breathing in and out through the nose. Just allow everything to soften, to relax, just so the body has chance just to process all the work it's just done. Couple more breaths here. And then if you're seated, drop your chin to your chest. Feel the weight of the head here. If you're laying down, just move a little bit. Open and close your eyes a few times until you're ready to keep them open. And then lift your head and come out of your relaxation. So I hope you enjoyed it today. I've got Thomas with me this weekend, so maybe both sessions have been a little bit noisier for different reasons, but I hope you still really enjoyed them. Have a good week, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Namaste. I mean virtually in a couple of days.